right now, you're moving at incredible speed, even though it doesn't feel like it, because the Earth is spinning. At the equator, our planet rotates at about 1,670 kilometers per hour. That's faster than a commercial airplane. And yet, you don't feel it. Everything moves together with the planet. The ground, the oceans, the atmosphere, you. But imagine something impossible. Imagine that suddenly, the Earth stops spinning. Not forever, just for 5 seconds. 5 seconds doesn't sound like much. But in reality, those 5 seconds would be catastrophic. First, let's understand what spinning actually means. Earth completes one full rotation every 24 hours. That rotation is what gives us day and night. But it also means the entire surface of the planet is constantly moving sideways. If you're standing near the equator, you're traveling at about 1,670 kilometers per hour without noticing it. Cities, cars, airplanes, oceans, even the air itself is moving with the planet. Everything is synchronized. Everything is moving together. But what happens if the planet suddenly stops while everything on it keeps moving? The moment the Earth stops spinning, everything not firmly attached to bedrock keeps going at 1,600 kilometers per hour. Imagine being in a car going that speed. Now imagine suddenly hitting the brakes. That's what the planet would do. But the atmosphere wouldn't stop immediately. The air would keep moving across the surface of the planet at incredible speed. That means winds stronger than anything humanity has ever experienced. Supersonic winds. Entire cities would be hit by hurricane-level forces instantly. But the air isn't the only thing moving. The oceans are too. The oceans carry enormous momentum. Water doesn't just stop when the Earth stops spinning. Instead, it would continue moving eastward across the planet. Massive walls of water would surge over continents. Coastal cities would be overwhelmed. Entire regions could experience mega-tsunamis. Imagine the Atlantic Ocean suddenly shifting thousands of kilometers. Entire coastlines would change in minutes. And remember, this is only happening because of 5 seconds. But something even worse is happening in the atmosphere. If you enjoy exploring extreme space scenarios like this, subscribe to the channel now, because some of the situations in our universe are even more unbelievable than this one. Now let's see what happens next, because the atmosphere would become one of the most dangerous parts of this scenario. The air around the planet would continue moving at the original rotational speed. That means winds of over 1,600 kilometers per hour. For comparison, the strongest hurricanes on Earth reach about 250 kilometers per hour. This would be more than 6 times stronger. Buildings would collapse. Debris would fly across entire cities. And this would happen almost everywhere on the planet. But then something strange happens. After 5 seconds, the Earth starts spinning again. When the planet suddenly begins rotating again, the ground moves beneath everything. But the atmosphere and oceans are already in chaos. Now you have 2 different motions happening at once. The returning spin of the planet and the massive momentum of air and water already moving across it. The result would be extreme turbulence around the entire planet. Storm systems forming everywhere. Massive waves colliding with continents. But even after all that, the planet itself would still survive. Earth wouldn't break apart. But the surface environment would change dramatically. 5 seconds might sound small, but on a planet moving over 1,000 kilometers per hour, even a tiny interruption can release enormous energy. Cities would be damaged, coastlines altered, weather systems thrown into chaos. All because the planet paused for just 5 seconds. Earth feels stable, solid, unmoving. But in reality, we're riding a spinning sphere through space at incredible speed. And the only reason life feels calm is because that motion never stops. But if you think 5 seconds of Earth stopping would be terrifying, wait until you see what would happen if the sun suddenly disappeared. That video is on your screen right now.